Hi everyone, my name is Neil and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most watched TV shows on Apple TV.
Like it or not, Richmond are changing the way we do things. And from now on, that way is the Lasso way.
Hey, look, this car's got an invisible steering wheel.
What you're doing is irresponsible. This club actually means something to this town.
You don't think I see that every day out there on the streets?
Are you kidding me?
I think that's what it's all about, embracing change.
Same thing!
Being brave.
Your decision to bench Jamie was a masterstroke.
I don't think we're allowed to talk like that at work anymore.
You got no fear of the underdog.
For me, success is not about the wins and losses. It's about helping these young fellas be the best versions of themselves on and off the field.
I always figured that tea was just gonna taste like hot brown water. And you know what? I was right. Yeah, it's horrible. Hell, thank you.
Welcome to England.
Ted Lasso. Oh my god, where should I start? This year was a very rough year for me. I've been sick the entire fall and winter, and this was the first year of my career as English teacher in an elementary school, and it was very, very difficult to deal with. And I had so many challenges, such as my health, and it was a new work environment. I've never been into an actual school, and I was devastated. I was like, I'm gonna quit. I can't tell you how many times I was thinking about quitting and getting out of school. And my friends, they all were like, maybe this is not for you. Maybe this is the wrong path, which is another topic to talk about. But here I am. Yay! I feel so much better. It's the end of winter, and today is Nowruz, and it's the start of the new year in my country, and I'm so excited about everything. There were a time that because I was sick all the time, my mentality was really going down, and I was really depressed. And my partner, he suggested me to watch something. I remember that I was really sick. I think I had a flu, and I couldn't do anything. I was really depressed and sad. I was like, oh my god, this is the end of my life, blah blah blah. I was being such a drama queen about that. And he said, do you want to watch something to just, make you not thinking about the situation that you are in right now? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So we started watching the Ted Lasso TV show. This year I couldn't concentrate, and I couldn't watch anything really specifically. I have so many unfinished TV shows, anime. I have so many unwatched movies. There are lots. My list is getting longer and longer every day because I'm not in the mood of watching things. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, we can try that. So we watched the first episode, and he told me we're gonna just watch one episode and then you're done. You can watch another episode tomorrow if you want. And I watched the first episode and I was like, can we watch the next episode right now? It was such a fun and interesting story. It was so captivating. I couldn't stop watching it. At some point, I had to stop watching it because I needed to sleep. And the first season was such a good TV show. It was, I think each episode was like half an hour, and it was about, this coach who is the coach of American football, and now he is in the UK, and now he is a soccer coach, which he doesn't know anything about, just like me. I have no idea what is going on in the soccer. It's really confusing. So it was really interesting to watch him struggle with all of that, and I could relate to him. I was like, oh my god, these are all so out of control, and these are also confusing. What is happening here? And the plot and the story and the characters, they were so interesting. You had these like douchebags, asshole people there, and you had this like, wholesome people who want to become the better version of themselves. And there it is, we have Ted Lasso himself. At the beginning I was like, oh my god, he's one of those stereotypes of people who are always optimistic, and they smile, and they got it, they are the good guys, and they have no problem whatsoever. And as the TV show goes forward, you realize that, oh my god, this person is broken, and behind all of that smile and optimistic ideas that he has his own problems, he has his own ups and downs. And to me it was really, really interesting and helpful, because I also was struggling myself with my life and my current situation with my especially job. And for him it was something like that too. One of the problems that he has in the TV show is that. And the first season was such a great season. I was enjoying watching it. It was really interesting. I couldn't stop watching it. It's so rare for me to do that. And it's one of my resolutions to watch more and read more, because I couldn't handle my time to do any of that. I was really busy and tired from school. Watching him was such a treat, and the way that he tries to handle these situations and come up with some solutions, because as a coach you deal with a lot of people. You should make other people inspired, and it was really interesting for me how he could handle all of these situations, how he could talk to other people, and and while he was dealing with his problems, he had to take care of other people's problem, and it was really interesting, and I really loved it. It was such an interesting story. It was really heartwarming, and it was really nice. It was funny. It was sometimes dirty, and but at the end, it was such a good TV show to watch, and I realized that that's why people love this TV show. And we started season 2, which was my least favorite season out of 3. So the TV show is only 3 episodes. Season 1 is on the top for me, and there is season 3, and then there is season 2. A lot of interesting things happen in this season. We have lots of character development, story development. We have so many arcs that happens, but for some reason it feels like that they're dragging it. I don't know what I think. From season 2 the episodes are getting longer. Instead of like 30 minutes each episode, it's becoming like 40, and I think from some part of the season 2 we're gonna start have like 1 hour episode, and even in season 3 we have longer than 1 hour episodes. And to me, one of the benefits of the Ted Lasso, especially in season 1, was like the story is told in like half an hour, so you don't have all of those extra things, and it doesn't give you this kind of feeling of it's getting dragged. They're not just, adding a lot of things to it. So I don't know. Season 2 was not really for me. It took me a while to finish it. And I was like, oh my god, this is, it didn't have that kind of quality. It didn't have that kind of pace that we had in season 2. And I had this problem with season 3. Like, until like a half of the season 3, it was just like season 2. It was dragging. The pace was really slow, and you were like, oh my god, what is happening? It still has that all of good things in it. It is funny, it is hilarious, it has lots of arcs and stories and character developments in it. I appreciate that, and I appreciate that the character development wasn't just for Ted Lasso, but also for people around him, all the characters that we meet in the TV show. I think like most of them have this like kind of character arc for themselves. They start from somewhere and they change throughout the TV show, and in season 3 at the end they are in a very good spot. And in the half of season 3, I was like, oh my god, what is happening? Why it's like season 2? Oh my god, I hope they don't ruin the TV show for me. And I was really, really mad about that. I didn't want to finish TV show because, like that, in a bad way. Bad endings are always a nightmare for most of the TV shows. Just remember the Game of Thrones ending and the Lost, and a lot of TV shows in the history. We always been there. And I was like, oh my god, I don't want a bad ending. If it's going to be a bad ending, I hope that I would just finish this first season and be done with it. But thankfully, from the in the middle of season 3 to the end, again it found its pace, and it became something very, very good again. It was excellent, it was fascinating, and I loved it so much. It was really, really good, and the ending was, I think, one of the best endings that I could possibly want for the TV show. It was really it was really sad, but you could see the reality in it. I remember I cried, but it was one of those really, happy cries, and everything was really, really, really interesting, and it was so lovely. I recommend you to go watch it. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I just want to, give you all of those good things to go and watch it if you haven't yet. And one of the things that I really loved, it was like the connection between these characters. At the beginning, I started to have this kind of, mindset of, saying, oh, so we're gonna have this kind of same trope, we're gonna have this trope, and then this trope, and this gonna happen, and this gonna happen. But hopefully, none of them happen. I'm so happy that it didn't happen. I think it was really good that it had its own, kind of pace, and the characters connections between it. It didn't have some certain tropes, and I really appreciate it. Now that I finished it, I'm like, oh, that would make it so cringe or so repetitive, because it has the same trope as I expected. I expected those tropes because probably I've been fed up with that trope so many times before, and now I'm expecting it from this TV show as well, and I'm so happy that it didn't happen. And there is this beautiful friendship between the two main characters, Ted Lasso and Rebecca. These two are so adorable. I love them so much, especially Rebecca. I respect her so much. She has one of the very, amazing character developments, and her story and her journey is really interesting. And I love them all. I love the team, and I love how people just, some characters had their like ups and really downs, but at the end you don't feel sorry for them. You're like, okay, good. I think there is a reason that they are in this state right now. And it doesn't have that very happy ending for all the characters. There is this like kind of happy ending for some characters, and some of them don't have that somehow. It's not sad ending too, but it's not something that you thought or you expected them to have. And again, I appreciate that. That was the beauty of Ted Lasso for me. And it's been a while since I watched something this magnificent and enjoyable. The storytelling was really beautiful, and I really missed something like that. I think one of the interesting TV shows that I watched before Ted Lasso that has the same kind of storytelling was Fleabag. And I remember that season 2 was, just, it has everything for me, and I was like, oh my god. It's beautiful. And Ted Lasso was really beautiful too, and I'm so happy for that. Recently I heard that this another TV show, Severance, has been most viewed, and I heard a lot of interesting things about it. So probably I'm gonna put that on my project to watch. And so far Apple TV has done great. The things that I've been watching from it, they've been good so far. I can judge it just by like 1 or 2 TV shows or movies that I've watched, but overall nice. I hope that they continue this. And yeah, that's it for today. I don't want to spoil anything about Ted Lasso. I just wanted to encourage you to go and watch it and enjoy it if you haven't. And don't forget to believe in yourself and take care of yourself. I hopefully see you very soon. So take care and bye-bye.